Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're here with Albert Polanco with Crucible Strategic. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Albert Polanco. I'm actually the co-founder of Crucible Strategic Advising. We're a veteran-owned digital marketing consulting company that focuses on growing businesses through leadership, strategy, and marketing. And it's always in that order. Okay? Today's masterclass is titled How to Create a Facebook Ad Campaign That Doesn't Suck and Makes You Money in 9 Steps. Okay? This is something that I saw a huge need for. A lot of people are having a lot of trouble with Facebook ads. They don't know what to do. It's very easy to just get on Facebook the way that Facebook tries to entice you to as a business owner to just create an ad. Okay? But what's happening is a lot of people are running into the problem of, hey, I created an ad and it didn't make me any money. I didn't get any return. And Facebook's just soaking up the profits. Well, I want to show you guys how Facebook ads can be super, super effective, but there needs to be some strategy. So there's some things that I got to guide you through and walk you through, and I'm not holding anything back. I'm going to show you a really awesome strategy to actually recycle your funds. Okay, so the funds that you put into ads, you're going to make that money back and start acquiring new customers for virtually zero cost. Okay, so that's what we're going to go over in this class today. All right, so first of all, there are 3 ways to grow a business, okay? Number 1, you need to increase the number of customers. Number 2, you need to increase the average transaction value per customer. So that means if you're charging $500 per customer, well, now you can increase to $1,000 per customer, okay? And then the number 3 way to grow your business is to increase the number of transactions per customer. So that means that you're making more money from the same customers. You're not trying to acquire new customers. You're just trying to get your existing customers to spend more money with you. Okay? This whole process is called customer value optimization. And this is based on the work of legendary direct response marketer Jay Abraham. Okay? We're going to be employing a combination of these ways to increase revenue and grow your business at the same time. All right, so real quick, Facebook Ads 101. This is the basics, okay? How do Facebook ads work? Okay, Facebook's gonna serve a targeted ad to a very specific user based on criteria that we set, okay? For example, advertiser A, his ad is shown to 100 people, okay? And 2 people click on that ad. That means that the CTR, or click-through rate, equals 2%. Okay, that means that for every 100 people, only 2 people clicked on the ad, and you're only charged for the 2 people that clicked on the ad. Okay, now if the advertiser pays Facebook an average CPC, which is cost per click, so each time a person clicks, they pay $1 for that click, then the revenue that Facebook made off of that 100 views is only $2. Okay, so now now we have advertiser B. His ad is shown to 100 people, and 5 people click on his ad. Okay, that means that CTR, or click-through rate, is 5%. Okay, for every 100 people, 5 people clicked on the ad. And if that advertiser, he pays an average cost per click, or CPC, of $1, then that means those 100 views, Facebook made $5. Okay, so now let me ask you a question. Whose ad do you think Facebook is going to want to show? Who do you think? Well, obviously, I would say it would be advertiser B because they just made $5 versus the $2. Okay, this comes into play later in the strategy and in your ad spend because you're going to pay more per click if your click-through rates are not as high, right? And that's based on how many people actually click on your ad versus how many people were shown your ad. Okay, that's just the bare basics minimum. Okay. So now, I want you to remember one thing. This is brutal truth. Facebook does not care about you or me as advertisers. They only care about the end user experience. So we have to adapt and overcome, like they say in the Marine Corps. So here's the formula for using Facebook to increase your bottom line and brand profitably, okay? You need to create a Facebook ad giving away free value with an extra offer for something that's very cheap but gives a good value. Okay, this is called a tripwire offer or otherwise known as a self-liquidating offer. Okay, we want to establish a buying behavior. It's very, very important. You see, you give them something free, they get that free thing, but on the thank you page, they're going to get it presented with an offer that's super cheap. You might have seen something for like $7 or $10, something really, really cheap. Because once you get them to buy one thing, they are so much more likely. They're actually up to 10 times more likely to purchase from you again. Okay, so we want to identify who our buyers are. All right. So here's some basic examples of some lead magnets, right? Here's one of them that I've actually done for a client. 10 ways to increase testosterone naturally. Okay, that's free value. 3 Facebook ad templates that made me money. Another, you're going to give away 3 Facebook ad templates. A 10-point landing page checklist. It's going to be a checklist that you're going to give away for free. Okay, so again, here's an example. Here's a couple of examples of some good lead magnets. Here's the one that I did for a client of mine. 10 ways to increase testosterone naturally. Okay, it needs to look good. It needs to look professional, but this is given away to the end user for free. Okay, another one. Do you want to learn WordPress? Get some free videos, plugins, or other useful resources. Give me your email. Okay, this is something that I'm sure you've seen in the digital marketing space, but maybe you didn't know how it really worked or why it was being used. Okay, I'm going to teach you why, and I'm going to teach you the strategy here today. Here's a good landing page for lead magnet. Okay, so let me just briefly go over this. Here's the lead magnet. You want to have the picture of the actual what they're going to get, and then you see I'm calling attention to who I'm speaking to. Attention men, right? So that qualifies whoever. Okay, I'm a man. I'm looking at this. This is for me. And then I'm talking about the benefits. Do I want to increase testosterone naturally without medication, creams, or injections? Yes. I don't want to get injected. Download my free guide, 10 ways to increase testosterone naturally. Feel like the man you were designed to be 100% naturally. That's just reinforcing the benefits, not the features, the benefits. What is the end user going to get, right? Give me your name and email. Click instant access. Okay, there's social proof here. I am actually a client of his, not for testosterone, but for his book called The Shredded Executive. Okay, the book is phenomenal. It got me in incredible shape. So I left him a testimonial there. But social proof is really, really good to have here. Keep the forms short. Have a contrasting color for your button. Have good graphics here. Make it look nice. These are all really good examples. And I do have a checklist of what you need to have that I'm including in this training for your lead magnet. Okay? Moving on. This is how it's going to work. So you're going to use your landing page to collect an email address. Okay, the landing page was that page that I was just on. When you click on the ad, it's going to take you to a landing page, not your website where you have all your menu and all your other stuff. A landing page is very, very specific to that ad, to that thing. It has no menu. It has nothing for them to be distracted with. It has a button, and it tells them exactly what they need to do and what they're going to get. Okay, that's what you're going to use to collect email addresses. You're going to use a service like GetResponse, which is my favorite. I've tried them all. GetResponse is by far the easiest and my favorite to set up automatic email sequences. Okay, believe it or not, email marketing is still pound for pound the best way to make money through digital means. It's got a huge ROI. I believe it's almost for every dollar spent, it's a $40 return on investment. Okay, so it's massive. Email is still massive. I don't see that going away anytime soon. All right, so people are going to get free value that they were promised on the landing page in exchange for their email. Okay, we're going to upsell them something which is called a tripwire self-liquidating offer on this page to recycle your ad costs. Okay, so I actually have a spreadsheet that calculates what you need to collect based on what you're trying to sell, based on what your goals are, and I call it the reverse engineer plan or spreadsheet. Okay, I'm going to give you guys access to that. We will sell them something that will cause you to actually break even on your advertising costs, so that you're literally acquiring new leads for as close to $0 as possible. Okay, now you're going to use your email list sequence to promote your brand the way you want to, as Facebook has no control on this. Okay, this comes into play especially for someone like in the fitness niche where you can't show certain things, you can't show before and after photos, you can't say certain things. If your brand is a little harsh and you like to curse and that's who you are, you can market that way in your marketing in email, but you can't do that on Facebook. Okay, they don't like that stuff. So this is critical. We have to collect leads that we control. Okay, what people are doing is they send traffic to a lead to a page, and then if it's a page to sell something, well, if somebody decides to buy it or not buy it, they either want it or they don't, and then they leave, but they don't never collect something. So that's another reason why you might be not making any money with Facebook ads. Okay, we need to collect that lead. So here's the basic structure, and I have a diagram that I created on the next page. Okay, so it's going to be Facebook ad that goes to the landing page. You're going to collect that lead, collect their info. Okay, then you're going to deliver the lead magnet, whatever that free offer, that free value that you're going to give. You're going to deliver that to them. And when after we collect the lead, the next page is going to be a tripwire offer. Okay, it's also called an SLO, or self-liquidating offer. Okay, and that's where you're going to make your money back for that click, for that ad. Okay, and then the email sequence is going to give them more value and then be able to sell them more products. All right, this will make more sense as we move forward. Now here's a self-liquidating offer funnel that I'm going to walk you guys through, that people are charging a lot of money to teach people this stuff. Okay, and I'm teaching it to you right here how it works. All right, so you're going to go from your Facebook ad, whatever the free value. Okay, let's say you want to sell a book. Okay, you are not going to create an ad to sell the book. You're going to create an ad giving away something that is included in the book. Like maybe you have a worksheet, or you have something that you teach in the book. Well, you're going to give away a free lead magnet that's a separate deal. Maybe it's a PDF download or whatever. And I'm going to go through the different types of lead magnets that you can create. All right. But the ad is going to be to give away something for free. I cannot stress that enough. You're giving away something for free. This is how the whole thing works. Okay. Then that ad is going to take them to a landing page where it's really an opt-in page, where you're going to get their email. And you're going to get their email in exchange for this free valuable thing. Okay. Now, when they opt in, they're going to be added to your email list. All right. So let's go back up here and go down this way, and then we'll come down here. All right. So once they give you their email, they're going to be added to the email list. Immediately after they give you their email, they're going to be presented with a page that is the tripwire offer, or self-liquidating offer page. It's going to be something that's cheap, that is going to establish a buying behavior. Okay. From that page, they're going to purchase this $7 deal, right? Then they're going to be presented with your main offer. So if you wanted to sell the book, this is when you would present the book. You're not going to present the book here. You're going to present it all the way over here after they've already established a buying behavior. Because from here, okay, so people are going to click here. Only a percentage of them are going to opt in. Out of that percentage that opt in, a percentage of them will actually take your purchase. So let's say 5% will actually buy your tripwire offer. Now, once they've already bought, you're going to have a lot higher percentage of people actually purchase your core offer. Okay, so you already made your money back from the ad here. Now, when you're doing this, you're making profit. Okay, and then if you want to offer something even more expensive after this, then you can have a premium offer. A lot of people don't have a premium offer, but you should consider it. Okay, now that's the gist of the page, is how it works, but we have a whole bunch of stuff working under the hood here. Okay, so when they're added to the email list, okay, they're immediately going to get an automatic email that says it's a thank you email, and you're going to deliver that free value that they signed up to get immediately. You're not going to make them wait. They're just going to get it automatically in their email. Okay, it's going to take them to the free download page, okay, where they can get their free value that they signed up for. All right, so now that free download page is going to give them what you offered them. Okay, so the free download itself, so like if it's a PDF, you can put links in a PDF, or if it's a video, you can show links on the screen, or give the links or whatever. But your free value should lead back up to your core offer. Okay, so whatever you're giving away for free should go here and actually lead them all the way back to this core offer. They should be able to find their way back to what you really wanted to sell. All right, and then if they go ahead and buy that, then they could be presented with a premium offer at a discount, or maybe they end there. Okay, now when they get that free value, that thank you email that delivers them the free value, they're going to be added to an automated email follow-up sequence. Okay, so now they're going to get an email on day one after that. Okay, you're going to tell them something about you. You're going to give value. Do not sell. Do not sell here. You need to be selling for every 3 to 4 emails that you're writing. 3 or 4 of them need to be value, and then 1 needs to be selling. Okay, so you're going to be given some value. Give away something valuable in a short form. You know, tell them about you. Let them get to know who you are. Brand yourself, but don't sell. Give value. So day 1, day 2, then maybe on day 3, you're going to send them a short email that kind of leads them into back the core offer, back into the core offer. So you're going to have different sequences, and this email marketing and these sequences is where you're really going to make your money. Okay, and this is a really in-depth process. You're not going to just do one, 2, or 3 days. You could sequence things out for 6 months. Okay, to where on day 21 they get this email, or you send them this, and it gets really, really elaborate. But this is essentially the basics of how it works. Okay, so you're literally creating a Facebook ad and then giving them something for free, and then charging them or offering them something that's going to be very, very cheap, a no-brainer for them to buy, that they need, that serves a purpose, that solves a problem, okay? But what it did was it made that ad spend irrelevant, because you made all that money back from what you spent on the click, okay? And we calculate that out later on. All right, so moving on. Here are the 9 steps to make it happen, okay? So number 1, you need to define your ideal client in detail with a worksheet that I created for you guys, which is the customer avatar sheet. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a PDF download of this entire slide deck. Okay, so you can actually click this and then go to the file and use the customer avatar sheet. All right, you can download that. Then step 2 is define your campaign goals with a reverse engineer worksheet. I'm going to walk through that here in a little bit. Then step 3, you're going to create lead magnet and follow your lead magnet checklist. Another resource that I've created for this class specifically. All right. Then step 4, you need to set up your landing page. Then step 5, you need to set up your email marketing system, something like GetResponse. Then you need to create all your email sequences, which we're going to talk about here later on. You need to have a Facebook page, so if you don't have one, you need to create one. You can't do this from a personal page. You need to do this from a Facebook page to run ads. And then you need to create the ad creative, so the assets, the image that you're going to use, or a video if you're going to use a video. And then it should all be consistent between, your ad should look the same and very, very similar to the landing page, and the words that you use should be the same. Like, there should be no question. So if the ad is having real colorful green colors, well, then the landing page should have the same thing. You shouldn't look like a different place, okay? And the words should be the same. That's a big, big deal with Facebook ads and the cost of what you're paying for, the clicks, right? And then step number 9, you're going to launch your ad. All right, those are the 9 steps to make it happen. Now let's break it down some more. All right, so step 1, okay, you need to choose a specific target in your market, okay? The mistake that most marketers make, and as cliche as this sounds, is that they try to be all things to all people, okay? The performance of your lead magnet and the rest of your marketing will improve the instant that you segment your market and build something specifically for that segment, okay? I cannot stress that enough. The more specific you are on who you're targeting, the more targeted that marketing is going to be, and the more you're going to have a higher conversion rate, okay? All right, so step 1, define your most ideal client. As an example, let's consider a real estate agent. All right, so what are the different segments that a real estate agent could design a lead magnet for? All right, so here's 4 options. Option number 1, a 65-year-old couple that's interested in buying a second home near the ocean. Okay, you would market to them one way. Number 2, a 40-year-old couple planning to sell their home due to a divorce. Okay, you see how this one in particular, you would definitely market to them in a totally different way, right? The ads, the word that you use, what their pains, what their problems are, what their challenges are totally different. So you need to know who you're marketing to. You could specifically target somebody who's going through a divorce, and that would be very, very specific to them. Okay. Number 3, a single young professional interested in a small starter home near her office. Okay. Well, that would be a totally different language. You'd be speaking different problems, different challenges, different things that matter to them. Okay. And 4, a 30-year-old couple needing a larger home due to the birth of a child. Again, that's very different. They're adding to the family, so you would market to them differently. You would show them different things. They would be worried and concerned about different things. So you have to pick a very specific client or customer avatar, okay? And I'm sure now you could see that each of these have different problems, fears, desires, motivations. Consider how different a lead magnet would be for each of these 4 different examples. Okay, so you need to apply this to your business as well. Okay, so action steps before moving on. Okay, Using the below resources I've created for you, this will help you to accomplish the first step. Define your specific customer type with the customer avatar worksheet. Okay, and you can click on this in the PDF download. All right, and be sure to do that before you move on. All right, so I'm going to explain and walk you through the worksheet as well. All right, so let's do a sample customer avatar. All right, this is one that is actually for one of my clients. It's not named, but Facebook will be your friend. Okay, if you start thinking about your customer avatar, you might have people on your friends list that have all this information filled out on their profile. You can go to their profile and find out about them, the quotes they like, their goals, all this stuff. Okay, so you can start really getting into human intelligence on this, but let's just break this down, okay? We need to design this person that we're going to be marketing to. So what is that person's goals? This specific person, he's got a goal of making $10 million. Okay, he's a very high performing individual. He wants to start a podcast. He wants to have multiple streams of income, and he wants to start a water bottle business. This client is actually doing a lot of these things already. Now, we're going to break down what his goals are, what his or her goals are, what is important to them, and then what are their values. So for him, his most important value was integrity. Personal development was a big deal to him. Mindset and encouraging others was also very valuable. And then he values analytics and tracking. Okay, I got these questions because I asked him these questions. All right, I basically started conversations and started asking these questions. Okay, I got creative in the way that I did that. So break down their demographics, age, he's a male, he's not married, how many children he has, 0, he didn't have any kids, where does he live, he lives in San Diego. So a quote, these quotes, if you can find them on their profiles, are very valuable because it kind of tells you what they believe in, you know. So these were just some of the quotes that he believed in, you know. I believe we should live a life we truly deserve. I believe we should live a life of fulfillment, right? This just tells me more about this person, okay? So then down here, we're going to go down to sources of information. What books does he read? He's a part of a network marketing company called Kyani, which I happen to know their development, their Diamond Development book list, which is an excellent list of personal development books. So all those books on that list, he reads them. He loves Simon Sinek, so I know he read Start With Why. Blog sites that he follows. He follows Smart Passive Income, the podcast. All right. Conferences. He goes to the Kyani Leadership Conference. Gurus. He likes Simon Sinek. He likes John C. Maxwell, Tony Robbins. He loves audiobooks more than books. He gets bored of reading books. Okay, so I found all this information. Then we go down here. We have occupation. He's a water bottle manufacturer, a network marketer, and he's retired. He's a diamond in Kyani, which is the network marketing company, making about 5 figures a month, close to 20,000 plus a month, and he's an entrepreneur. Okay, so his annual income is, 200 grand. That's his annual income. He's got no college education. He's a high school graduate. And then something else that I found out about him is he's anti-establishment. So he doesn't like rules. He thinks that, people have been programmed and corporations are, enslaving people. This could be valuable in the way that, in the language that I use in my marketing to him. Okay? So now let's move on to the challenges and pain points. Okay, so one of the challenges and pain points that he had, which I got just by asking him, okay, was in his network marketing business specifically, was getting good people to stick around. That's a problem that he had. A lack of expectations. So the people that were signing up, they didn't know what to expect, or they expected too much. Okay? He had issues with motivating his team to do the work, right? Which, had he done the customer avatar, he would be attracting a better team. Okay? Lack of knowledge of what it takes. So these people that are coming into his business, they really don't know what it takes to do that business. Okay? He's having trouble with finding people with long-term vision, people with that desire to build a long-term future, okay? People with a lack of patience in their prospects, people that don't have patience to do what it takes to build a business. And then he's got issues and challenges with organization and productivity, all right? So you can see those are the challenges, and these are some pain points. These are some things that are painful for him. So getting high-quality long-term business partners, that's something that he has an issue with. Proper systems for productivity and organization, that's something else that he struggled with. And getting a team to do personal development to create the mindset that's needed to succeed. Okay? And then he's got negative people that are affecting his team. So people on his team are encountering negative people that are vomiting negativity all over them, saying, oh, that's a scam, that's a pyramid scheme, blah, blah, blah. And they don't have the tools or the personal development to handle that rejection. Okay, those are all pain points. All right, so what would his objections be? I didn't fill that out here, but think about this person. What would his objections be to whatever that I'm trying to sell him? And you're going to apply this to you in your when you do yours. Okay, so what are the things they're going to say? Oh, I don't have the time. Or I don't have the money. Or I don't have this. Or let's say if they were coming into your gym and it was females, it's like, well, I don't want to work with nothing but men. Do females train here? You know, I don't see enough females here, right? So that would be an objection, for instance, okay? And then what is the role in his purchase? If he was married, he would be having to check in with his wife if he's going to purchase a big program and make a big purchase. But in this case, he's the sole decision maker, okay? In the instance, if you're selling to a business or something like that, is this person able to make a purchase or not? That's kind of like what this role in purchase means. Okay, so I've created this worksheet for you. I use this personally in my own business, but I've created that resource for you to create as many avatars as you want. You're going to create one for a man. You're going to create one for a woman. We're going to run different ads for different types of people, okay, or different creative. We could just start with one, right? I'm not trying to overwhelm you, but that is what you need to do. So I want you to pause this video and actually take some time and work on this, or schedule it in your calendar that, hey, I'm going to work on this customer avatar sheet. Okay, so that's what you need to do before you move on. There's really no point, I know you understand this, but there's really no point in even going through all this training if you're not going to do the work. All right, step 2, setting the campaign goals. Okay, what will the target offer be? Okay, what is it that you ultimately want to sell for this ad? Again, remember, let's use this example, the book that you wrote. Okay, I want to stress this enough. For this whole deal to work, you have to listen to this part, okay? We will not make an ad to sell the book directly. We're going to make an ad that gives away something for free to collect their details, to collect their email address, okay? This is the strategy behind it. Again, I've already said, on the thank you page, after they fill out their details, they're going to get some free value, okay? We're going to determine that here later through your lead magnet, creating a lead magnet. And we will immediately present them with an offer to buy a tripwire or self-liquidating offer. And this is something that you're going to create, and it's going to be very low priced, very short and concise, easy to digest, okay? But it's something that people will be willing to pay for, and that solves a real issue of your specific targeted market, okay? Your specific customer avatar. It solves a real problem that they're willing to pull out their wallet and spend some money on it. It needs to be very, very simple to digest though, okay? And low priced. Make it a no-brainer for them. Okay. There's other ways to do self-liquidating offers, but this is the way that I'm showing you right now. Okay. Moving forward. All right. So part 2 of this, we need to determine the price based on the budget in the next step with the reverse engineer spreadsheet. Okay. And I have a spreadsheet that automatically calculates this stuff for you. Okay. If you have Google Sheets, you can make a copy of it. All right. So by doing things this way, you're going to establish a buying behavior like I talked about before. People who buy will buy again, all right? These are the 4 things that you accomplished, though. They gave you their details for you to continuously market to them, okay? Number 2, they covered the cost of the advertising budget that you just spent money on. Number 3, you're acquiring a new potential lead for literally 0 cost, okay? Because of the people that buy your tripwire offer, there were more people who signed up and got the free value, but they just didn't buy the lead magnet, or they didn't buy the tripwire offer. So you have all these other emails that you can consistently market to, but the people that actually purchased your tripwire offer paid for all their ad spend, okay? So you literally collected for 0 cost new leads, okay? And now you can sell the product that you're intending to sell at a profit, okay? And we're going to use the reverse engineer Facebook ad spreadsheet for this. And you'll get that here in the PDF download. Action steps now for this before moving on is you're going to reverse engineer the Facebook ad spreadsheet. Determine the following: the main offer deal price, how many main offer deals you want to sell, like how many books or whatever you're trying to sell, and then find out how many clicks you need on your ads to sell the above amount of main offers. And I created a spreadsheet with calculations on it for you. Okay, So let's go ahead and go over that now. So this is the reverse engineer spreadsheet, all right? Don't pay any mind to these numbers right now. I'm going to show you what you can change, okay? So if you see it in green, you can mess with it. If it has another color, don't touch it, all right? So I'm going to explain this to you. The ad spend, let's say this is the budget. The cost per click is how much we're willing to spend per click, okay? So if it costs you $1 per click, I'm overestimating this. I want to be conservative, okay? We're going to get the clicks for less than that if you have a properly targeted ad, all right? But the way that you're going to figure this out, right? Let me just keep going. Daily ad spend. If you have $1 per click and you're spending $7,000, your daily ad spend, you're going to be spending about $233 a day, okay? This is all calculated. So the tripwire offer, remember I said the self-liquidating offer would be 20 bucks, and this is calculated for you, okay? So monthly clicks needed, 7,000 clicks. Out of those 7,000 clicks, you're going to have 5% of those are going to convert to buyers of the tripwire offer, okay? And I'm going to show you how to manipulate this in a minute. Only 5% of the 7,000 will actually buy the $20 offer. So that equals 350 people that are going to buy the $20 offer out of 7,000 clicks, okay? Where the brilliance is in this strategy is that 350 people buying a $20 product equals $7,000, okay? Now, you had 7,000 people click. Not everybody, only 5% of them bought, but you collected their email addresses, okay? And so you have more, you have a percentage of this 7,000 that you can continue to market to. And out of this 5% of people that bought, out of these 350 people that purchased the $20 offer, 30% of them, okay, now we can convert up to 30% of them are going to actually buy your book, whatever the main offer that you really wanted to sell, okay? So that's how I came up with this number of 7,000. Let's say I wanted to sell 100 books. I just kept changing this number until 100 showed up here. So let's say you want to sell 50 books. You want to run a campaign, you want to sell 50 books. So let's just change this number to 4,000. Let's see what happens. That's 62 books. Okay, so let's change this to, let's say 3,500. If we get 3,500 clicks, okay, if we get 3,500 clicks and they cost us $1 a piece, okay, that means 3,500 clicks, 5% of them are going to convert into buyers of the tripwire offer, which is 20 bucks, which covers the 3,500, okay? And then 30% of those people, out of 30% of 175 is going to be 50 people who buy the book, okay? So daily clicks needed in 30 days, you'd need 117 clicks a day if you advertise every single day, okay? 30 days, which is probably not going to happen. You're not going to run it like that. And then daily buyers, you're going to have about 5, let's say 6 buyers a day on average, okay? So 54 clients, 54 people who bought your book. If your book is $50 right here, main offer deal price is 50 bucks. 54 people buying it, you made $2,700 profit. Okay, this is profit because they purchased, 175 people purchased a $20 product that you created, and that covers your $3,500. So you made $3,500, you broke even on the $3,500 that you advertised for the month, but you also sold 50 books, which made you $2,700. So this is the surefire way to always be profitable, is to offer that tripwire offer. Okay, so let's say the cost per click was outrageous or high. I mean, I don't know if this is outrageous for your niche, but let's say it's $2. Okay, now all we did, we still have the 3,500 clicks. Everything changed. Everything stayed the same. You're spending 7,000. But look what happened. The tripwire offer price doubled. Okay, this is how we're going to go about doing this. All right. But I just wanted you to see how the dynamic worked. All right. So now, your main offer deal, like I said, if it's green, you can change it. Okay, the first thing you want to change is this. So determine what number you're trying to sell, or whatever that main offer is. Let's say it's your book. Let's just stick with your book. You want to sell 50 copies? That's your number. Play with this number. It's going to change everything else to give you what you need. Okay, so this is the main offer price. You can change that. If the book is, if you're going to offer the book for $30, it's going to change these things. Okay, so the self-liquidating offer, it should raise $3,500 because that's what we got. $1 a click, we need to make $3,500. And then the total combined revenue for spending $3,500, you should come back into your account $6,200. Okay, this is how you're going to use this. So remember, just mess with the green, and really what you need to know is, what do you want to sell? What is the thing that you really want to sell that we're not going to sell in the Facebook ad? We're going to sell after the fact. Okay, that's how you're going to use this. All right, so this is something that I do with my clients, and when they see this, they're kind of blown away with how this works and how you can literally use Facebook to increase your business and advertise for zero cost. You have to be willing to invest the money, the upfront money, but with all these things in place that I'm going to show you, you're going to be at a profit every single time. All right, so long as you're not doing some craziness and spending way too much money on your cost per click, and you don't, your tripwire offer price doesn't line up, right? But this is all ready for you. It'll calculate what you need. Remember, if you want to change this number, don't change it here. You need to change this number to alter this number. So that's why I had 7,000. I said, hey, what if he wants to sell 100 books? Well, I went up to 7,000. That's what I came up with. So maybe 6,800 books will be 105. So probably let's just try 6,000 books or 6,000 clicks. You're at 93. 6,500, 101. Okay, so 6,500 clicks at $1 a piece is going to end up translating through this system, through this strategy. You're gonna make 100 sales of the book. Okay, revenue is going to be $11,000 from a $6,500 ad spend. All right, you're going to make about $5,000 on the books. All right, so that's how that works. Again, go ahead and open that up right here. I'm going to have this as a PDF as well, so you can actually click the links and be able to use these. And I'll give you access to this stuff in a folder, right? I'm going to share this with you. But that's what you need to do, is go ahead and figure out what you're really trying to sell and how we're going to get there. This is going to give you the numbers that you need to hit and the metrics that we need to reach. Okay, so step 3, we need to create a lead magnet. All right, so choose your target from your customer avatar, right? You created a customer avatar with the worksheet. Choose which one, because you could have multiple ones. You could have male ones, you could have female ones, you could have different ones. Just choose which one you're going to make the lead magnet for. Okay, make a promise using the lead magnet checklist that I will also provide to you. Okay, entitle the lead magnet using the lead magnet checklist. All right, you're going to do that when you do the lead magnet checklist. And then choose the type of lead magnet. So I want to walk you through the different types of lead magnets, all right? So, types of lead magnets. Okay, you have what's called report or guide. These are pretty much the most common types of lead magnets. The advantage here is that they're usually really mostly text and can be delivered digitally. Now, something I want to stress is that these lead magnets, although they are free, they should not look like they're free, okay? They should look like you spent money on them. They should be valuable looking, okay? So hire a graphic designer. We create lead magnets, okay? We always do high-end graphics. We always make them look very, very nice. They need to look professional. Do not give away some dinky-looking free report or guide, because that's just what your brand is. That's the brand value that you're giving out. I know it's free. Invest in your lead magnet. This lead magnet will make you so much money if you have it zeroed in, okay? So that goes for every piece of this every type of lead magnet you need. They need to look nice and professional, okay? So then the next type is a cheat sheet or handout. And cheat sheets, they're a little different. They feel different than guides and reports, and they're generally a lot shorter. They're maybe 1 or 2 pages, and they cut straight to the point on a very ultra-specific point, okay? Mind maps and blueprints can also make for strong lead magnets that you can make them in a cheat sheet or handout form, okay? Next, you have toolkits and resource lists. So a toolkit or resource list is like a collection or a list of useful resources that will be valuable to the lead, right? So let's say somebody is a digital marketer, right? And you have a list of 20 different resources that they could use for all kinds of different things that are super valuable. Even compiling a list of websites or free resources that they could use, that's valuable. People will give you their email address for that, okay? The next kind is video training. Okay, if it makes sense and you have the skill set, video can be a very effective way to deliver your lead magnet. All right, can you teach or instruct something on video that your lead will want? Can you teach something very specific that your chosen customer avatar will want specifically? All right, and you can also create a screen share video versus being on camera and speaking like this video right here. Okay, now this video training is a lot longer than what a typical video training should be for a lead magnet. A lead magnet should be something very, very short and easy to consume. Okay, this video is going to be probably at least an hour long, and maybe it'll take them a whole week to get through it. So that's putting a block on your sales funnel, right? If they are going to take a week before they're going to finish the video, that's not really considered a lead magnet. Okay, a lead magnet would be like a checklist. One of the tools, one of the resources or worksheets that I'm giving you, those would be lead magnets for this course. Okay, and in those lead magnets, I would offer this training right here. Okay, that's how I would do it if I was offering this as an offer. Okay, a free offer. So next kind, software downloader trial. Okay, software companies, I know you've seen them. A lot of times what they do is they give away a free offer for free trials or demo downloads. Okay, that's the easiest way. That's how Google got big. That's how YouTube Red is going to be huge, because they're giving away 3-month trials. Okay, and then eventually 3 months goes by and you never had a YouTube ad. You're not going to want to have YouTube ads again, and therefore you're just going to pay whatever they cost to have no ads on YouTube. All right. Then the next one, you have quizzes and surveys. You can collect leads by offering a quiz or a survey that your selected customer avatar would find valuable, okay? And they'd be willing to give you out their details or contact details. Like for instance, let's say the survey I've seen one is like, see which skin type you have, right? The 9 different types of skin and what you need to do. Well, then they fill out this quiz and then they can't get the results until they give their email address. Okay, something like that. That's been effective in certain industries. Okay, and then there's blind sales material. Now this is probably the least common lead magnet. It's used to receive pricing. So like in a catalog or other sales material. Like for an example, to receive an IKEA catalog, you got to give them your email information, and then they'll let you get or download their full catalog. And this is used for specific types of businesses. This is not really effective for all types of businesses. Okay, but I just wanted to go over that one. All right, another type is special discount or free shipping. So for those of you selling physical products online or offline, you know, discount clubs or free shipping offer can be an effective lead magnet type. Okay, that is something that you can offer. Then you have assessments and tests, right? So an assessment or a test, particularly if it's delivered online, can increase the speed of consumption and gratification. Right? People want immediate gratification. So this can make a really powerful lead magnet. So this is commonly used in software space, for example, like a website grader or an SEO checker for a website software, right? They say put your URL here and we're going to check your website, right? And so they run a test on your website and then they give you some results. And I'm sure that when they give you the results, they're offering you something else, okay? And that's pretty useful as a lead magnet. All right, so action steps to take before moving on. So how to use the lead magnet checklist. I'm going to go over that. Here's the one that I created as a sample, and now it's going to be your turn, okay? So use the following blank lead magnet checklist to start creating your lead magnet. Do not move forward without doing this, okay? All right, so sample lead magnet checklist. Okay, so this is what I have here. Create a lead magnet checklist. So the lead magnet title. What you title it is very important, okay? So if you need help with writing the copy or coming up with a good name, it's very important because it's gonna translate into whether or not they're gonna click on it or not. Because this is also what you're gonna title your ad. This is gonna be very important. You need to be very intentional with this. Okay, so just let's say we're using this training that I created for you as a lead magnet, right? Which this is a little longer than a lead magnet should be. Or needs to be. But how to create fitness Facebook ads that don't suck in 9 steps. All right. Then describe the lead magnet promise. You need to make a very specific promise. Okay. Here's the promise. This is going to guide you through the entire process for creating fitness, health-related Facebook ads that don't suck, get you banned, and that make you money. Many other marketers are charging thousands of dollars for courses covering this exact information. I'm cutting the bullshit, the fluff, and the cost. This is what you need to do. You will know exactly what you need to do in order to create effective Facebook ads that will set you up to profit and scale your business in the fitness and health niche. Okay, now we're going to select what type of lead magnet is. Based on what you just found out in the video before, which lead magnet type are you choosing? Let's say I'm going to create a PDF guide, not a video training, this is a video training, but we're going to create a simple PDF guide, which you're also going to get. I'm going to give you a PDF of this whole training. Okay, you're going to select that lead magnet. Okay, so now here's the really important part, the 8-point checklist. Okay, ensure that your lead magnet meets each of these 8 points. Okay, it needs to be ultra specific. So the lead magnets should never be vague or boiled chicken. They must offer an ultra specific solution to ultra specific market. This is why we did the customer avatar. All right, then the next one is one big thing. Everyone wants a magic pill or silver bullet. So it's always better to make and deliver on one big promise as opposed to a lot of little promises. Okay? Then it needs to speak to a desired end result. All right, so what does your market really want? If you can figure that out and offer a lead magnet that promises it, then they'll gladly give you their contact information and attention in return. Hint, talk about the size of the holes, not the size of the drill bits. Everybody wants to talk about the size of my drill bits. No, let's talk about the size of the holes, not the features. Let's talk about that end result that they want, okay? The lead magnet, because it's being called a lead magnet, it needs to give them immediate gratification. Avoid using newsletters and multi-day email courses as your lead magnet. Your market wants a solution and they want it now, all right? This lead magnet should also shift the relationship. The best lead magnets do more than inform. They actually change the state and mindset of your prospect so that they're pre-framed to engage in future business with your company. Okay? You're going to establish yourself as a leader in this industry. You're going to establish yourself as an authority on the topic because you help them to solve a specific problem. Now they're pre-framed to engage in future business with you. Okay? It needs to have a high perceived value. Just because it's free doesn't mean it should look free. Okay, so use professional graphics and imagery to establish real monetary value for the lead magnet in the mind of your visitor. You could have some really good information, but if it looks like shit, then they're not going to perceive it as valuable. Okay, and then the next thing your lead magnet needs to be is it needs to have actual value, right? If your lead magnet is all sizzle, no steak, you may get their contact details, but you're going to lose their attention. Okay, to win you must promise and deliver on the goods. All right, and then another one that, because I'm using this as an example, what I'm creating for you is not rapidly consumable. It's already at 40 minutes right now, so this wouldn't be considered rapidly consumable, but you want your lead magnet to be rapidly consumable if at all possible. Okay, you don't want your lead magnet to be a roadblock in your sales funnel. So ideally it should be able to be consumed and experienced in 5 minutes or less. In other words, it'll avoid long, boring ebooks that take days to read because people never finish them. Okay, and if your call to action is in that lead magnet, well, they're never going to get to it. All right, so use this checklist to start mapping out what you're going to do for your lead magnet. Okay, you have the types of lead magnets, and now you have a checklist to follow of how you're going to create your own lead magnet. All right, so that being said, don't move on without doing this step. Okay, and if you're not going to do it right here and now, then make sure that you action list and calendar it that you're going to get to this. You're going to do this, okay? Use the blank. When you click on this, it's going to take you to the blank one, okay? I have a blank one that's not filled out that you can actually use to fill out your own lead magnet, all right? So, all right, step number 4, how to set up a landing page. All right, so there's a video I'm going to share with you guys from one of my courses that is a course / done for you hybrid called The Brand Is You, and it was a $5,000 course that I was charging for, okay? And do not share this video. This is just for who is watching this video right now. You can watch this video all about landing pages, okay? And I believe it's actually an additional like 30-minute training that I walk you through the different aspects of landing pages. Very valuable. And again, it's part of my $5,000 course called The Brand Is You. I'm not going to play the video and let you watch it here. I'm just going to give you the link, okay? But it goes over a lot of things on landing pages, okay? Step number 5, okay? I'm going to actually do a video walkthrough, really simple walkthrough of setting up an email marketing system. You know, there's so much detail that can go into email marketing. I'm going to cut you through all the bullshit, and I'm going to show you the very simplest way to do it, and I'm going to show you in relation to doing Facebook ads, right? We want to make money with this stuff, okay? So now let me go through that, okay? So if we go to I love get response, like I said, I've tried Aweber, I've tried MailChimp. I've tried all kinds of different ones. I don't know if you have one or if you have a preference, but GetResponse has by far been the best one for me. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. I have my details already here. All right, so they're in the process of offering a new layout. So I don't know if you sign up for an account. Now, an account, the basic account here is if you don't have an email list and you're under 1,000 subscribers right now, then it's only going to be 15 bucks a month. Okay, so it's definitely worth it. All right, so what I would do if this is the layout here, you're going to go to email marketing. All right, you're going to have to go through the steps of creating the account, right? But on this on here, you can go to create autoresponder or email marketing. If you go to email marketing here, I'm going to go to, or not, email marketing. Oh, here it is, autoresponders. This is where you need to go, autoresponders, right? So we're going to create autoresponders. This is what I used from my book and what I have people running through my book. I have a landing page, which, let me go ahead and just show that to you right now. My life design blueprint. Okay, so whenever I'm going to run ads, I created this here.
Hi.
This is going to play. I have a video, sales letter here, the book. Get the book. They can click here, and it's going to take them to Amazon to buy the book. All right, so I have some testimonials here for the book. Basically, how can this book help you? There's some copywriting stuff here that I did. But basically, when they go here and they buy the book, in the book I have a link that I'm giving them all the blueprints that I created. So when they sign up for that, it's going to give them this email sequence. All right. So on day 0, when they first sign up, they're going to get this email. Okay. Then on day 5, they're going to get this email. Right. Then I'm going to ask them after 2 weeks, I'm going to ask them to leave a review. Then on day 21, I'm going to say, hey, you want to do a 61-day challenge with me? On day 35, I'm going to tell them about my podcast. And on day 61, I'm going to remind them, hey, it's been 61 days. You know, you made it. If you haven't made it, let's try to make it. You know, let's do it. Let's start a new 61-day challenge. So you can do this into infinity, right? And this is the real power of autoresponders. So let's go to create new. I'm just going to show you how to do it real quick. So you're going to give this autoresponder a name. This is for your reference only. So let's say test. Let's just call this a test. Make sure that you're in the right list. You might have multiple lists, right? So I have a life design blueprint list. So when do I want to send this message? Immediately with the delay of or no earlier than, right? This, you know, you're going to be based on this day. You can change the day that it comes out. So when they sign up on your landing page, you set the day that they send, you know, this message gets sent out to them. And on day 0 is the day that they sign up, okay? Enable it on whatever days you want it to enable. If you don't want to send emails on Mondays and you don't want to send them on Sundays, you can pick the days, okay? Choose a message if you already have a message here, right? Because I already have messages here, I can choose it. Or you're going to create a new email. So I'm going to go to create a new email. Boom. Message name. Here's the message name you're going to title this. By my book series email 1. Okay? This is the subject line of your email. This is the subject line. When they get the email, this is what they're going to see. So you could be like, hey, what's up? And then go to personalize and put their first name there. Make sure you have spacing here, because if you have this right up on there, it's going to be like, hey, what's up? And then it's not going to have a space. Okay? I had a question for you. Can you help? Something like that will get their attention and they'll open the email, right? And who's it from? Where is it coming from? So this is where it's coming from. All right, so let's just go to the next one, next step. This is one of the reasons I love GetResponse. They have some really great templates that you could just start with. So you can, you know, there's different ones. So I think there's health and beauty. I thought I saw fitness here. Fitness and wellness, look at that. So let's say if you had a gym, you're going to do something for gym, you could actually use this template. Let's click that template, right? So now you have a really professional looking, you change the logo here, it's drag and drop, you just click on stuff and rewrite the email, right? You're going to want to pre-write your sequence, right? And we're going to go over that in a little bit. but I'm just giving you a walkthrough of how this works, right? You have text block you can add images, you can add buttons, like let's say click on this. Where's the button, the URL, where does this lead to? So if you were doing an ad for your book, let's say, after you gave them some value, then you would just put the link here, right? The title would be here. So what's the title? And then when they click on this in the email, it's going to take them to the Amazon page or your page to buy the book, right? So you could use these, you could change these images, you can move things around. It's very, very easy to use. Okay, so let's say this is the email. I didn't change anything. Let's go to next step. Okay, autoresponder name, test. I named it test. Okay, this is your name for your reference only. You got the email message. Now you're going to click save and publish. Okay, so now that's basically the gist of it, right? It's very, very simple. Okay, this is why I love it. You want to create a sequence of days, multiple messages that go out. You don't have to market to them right away. Like the first 3, you're going to give value 3 times and then ask once. Make sure that ratio is like that, either 3 or 4 to 1. So 4 times that you're giving them value in the email, you're not asking them for anything, you're trying to engage with them, get them on another group, whatever. Give them value and then ask. And because it's automated, once you create this stuff, man, you never have to do it again. You're going to start getting emails and responses to these emails, and now you can engage with that customer, right? You're going to start seeing sales like that. We're going to build out that list. And the more effort you put into your series, and you can create multiple series based on behavior, that's getting more technical into email marketing. I'm just trying to do this in terms of selling your book, okay, through using Facebook ads, but not directly advertising the book itself on Facebook. Okay, you want to capture that lead because now you're going to have all these people that you can market to, future products, future books, all this stuff. If they don't buy your book when you click on it, then you lost them forever. You got to spend more money to get them again. Okay, so that's how that's a really quick, down and dirty how to create an autoresponder on GetResponse. Okay, I didn't publish that because obviously I already have mine set up. All right, so let's go to present here now. All right, so did the walkthrough. All right, step number 6. You need to set up your email sequences, okay? So you need to create an email sequence using an autoresponder, right? An autoresponder is just a sequence of email marketing messages that gets sent to subscribers in the order and the frequency that you decide. Okay, an autoresponder could be the welcome message a prospect receives when they sign up for a free report or your lead magnet, right? A 3-part series of recipes that's going to help your prospect get healthier. Or a 7-day email course that shows people how to properly remove sugar from their diet if you're in the fitness space, right? Something like that. That's just examples of what an autoresponder could be. All right, so if you've already started building your email list, then you probably already have at least one autoresponder in place, and that's probably a welcome message. Okay, a welcome message is delivered automatically when someone signs up for your list, and it welcomes people, it sends them a free gift, or explains to them what to expect in your email content. All right, so next I want to go over what you should do in your email series, in your sequences, okay? So, okay, same thing. All right, so what you want to do when setting up your email sequences, you need to give subscribers what you promise, okay? If you say you're going to give new subscribers a free report, a case study, or a video, or provide an easy-to-use download link that they can instantly use their free gift, then you need to deliver that, okay? Don't make them jump through hoops. Give it to them right away. Add some personality to your messages. Autoresponders do not need to be boring. Okay? Spice them up by using your own voice and personality in your message. Be funny, quirky, or interesting. As long as it fits your brand, just be you, okay? Everyone's trying to be so professional and businesslike, and in reality, the brand is you, right? You're selling you. It's not just the company. They're doing business with you, okay? So personalize that, okay? Help your audience to get to know and trust you. With each message, reveal a little bit more and a glimpse into who you are and what you stand for. You should be doing this in your sequences of emails. Okay? Become a fantastic teacher. Your emails don't have to be lengthy or fancy, but they do need to be useful to your subscriber. Okay? If possible, teach your subscribers something in every single autoresponder message that you send. Open a two-way dialogue, right? Invite your subscribers to respond to your emails or join in the discussion on your website or social media. Ongoing discussion can help turn your subscribers into your biggest advocates, all right? And share other ways to connect with you. If someone joins your email list, maybe they want to connect with you on their favorite social media platform. So go ahead and share those things in your email sequences, all right? Keep adding to your sequences over time, right? Your autoresponder series should be a living document. So review and edit and add to it over time. Make sure that your messages are still relevant and useful, right? And one thing I need you to understand is that you need to plan out the entire sequence before you start writing. Okay, don't just say, I'm going to write one email and then I'm going to write another email tomorrow. You need to plan out the sequence. And you don't have to plan out the whole contents of everything, but you need to write out a quick outline of how many messages you want to include and how far apart those messages are going to be delivered and all that. So your outline will help keep you on track as you write the whole sequence. Okay, so if you write you have like 20 email sequence and you want to spread it out over the next 60 days, right? Then you just write a one-line deal like this email, that email, right? And then you could, now when you're going to sit down, you only have to write one email about this one thing. And an email doesn't have to be 300-400 words. It could be less than 100 words. It could be 100 words or it could be 50 words. It's just giving some value. It could be a video. It could be a link to something. It could be whatever. But add your personality and give them some value. Okay, don't always be trying to sell them something. That's really annoying and people really hate that. Okay, that's how you get ignored in the inbox. All right, so moving forward, step number 7 is you need to create a Facebook page. This is really, really simple and self-explanatory. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but to create a Facebook page, all you need to do is go to facebook.com/pages and /create. Choose your page category. Select the more specific category from the drop-down menu, and then fill out all the required information. It's just, following the steps there. And then get started and follow the on-screen instructions, like I said. Anyone can create a page, but only official representatives can create a page for an organization, business, or brand, or a public figure. All right, so you might have to do some extra verification for that stuff. But it's very self-explanatory. Most of you probably already have a Facebook page. If you don't, here's how to do it. All right, so step 8. Create ad creative and assets. It's going to be either image or video. Okay. Use your promise statement from your lead magnet checklist as the inspiration for your ad copy. Okay, whatever you wrote in that lead magnet checklist, you want to use those same words and that same verbiage in your ad copy. Okay, Facebook actually will check this stuff. All right, and it matters. It's going to matter on something called your relevance score. Okay, so make sure your ad copy is personal and it's not salesy. Okay, people just brush right over those. Okay, and you're going to be paying for clicks if people are clicking on it if it's too salesy. Ensure that there is a benefit statement and a clear call to action. They need to know what they need to do in the ad copy, right? And then ensure that the ad creative matches the design on the landing page. All this stuff is really, really important, okay? Make sure that it's consistent from Facebook to the landing page, to the lead magnet, to your website, that they're not different funky colors, that they don't think they're somewhere else or they're in the wrong place. If you use a certain picture on your ad on Facebook, then use a similar picture or the same picture on your landing page. Okay? There's some rules to that because Facebook doesn't allow so many words and images. So using the same colors and themes to make it look very consistent is very, very crucial to getting a good conversion rate. All right, so continuing on. So choose an image that stands out. Okay, if you want to get your ads clicked on, you have to grab the user's attention, right? So that means that they will read your ad if you capture their attention. And this is going to come down to your ad's image or your video. Okay, the right image will immediately attract the eye and earn you that click. So therefore, carefully select an image that will stand out from the crowd. You might try to add some visual contrast to the ad. Okay. Okay, so additionally going further into this, I need you to realize that you need to appeal and address your users' rational and emotional sides. Okay, and one side actually, in my opinion, weighs a lot more than the other. All right, so we think we're intelligent animals who always act rationally, but that's only partially true. Our emotional side has a lot to say when it comes to buying. Okay, a simple list of product features might convince the most rational person Okay, and some users that are like that, but it has no effect at all on your emotional self. So our emotional self doesn't care about features. That part of us wants benefits. Okay, you don't want to talk about my product is better than XYZ and it has this feature and it can withstand this temperature and blah 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 blah. People don't care. That's not going to sell your product. Whether you think that's how you're going to sell your product's better than that product, that doesn't matter. And that's how most people are trying to market. They're trying to market features. Okay. Now, I want you to think about, what does that feature mean? Okay. So let's say that you're selling a tool. Okay. And this tool takes 4 hours to use, right? The competition's tool takes 4 hours to use, but yours only takes 1 hour to accomplish this job. You do not talk about the feature of that it spins at a higher RPM, therefore you're able to do jobs faster. You're going to stress the time savings, that they're going to be able to go spend more time with their family or get through a job twice as fast or 3 times as fast or whatever. You're going to talk about the benefit, not the feature, okay? Nobody wants to become a millionaire just to have money. They want the lifestyle that comes with being rich. Okay, again, most people do not buy a product based on its features. They based on it because it solves a problem and it makes your life better. Okay, so in your Facebook ads, make sure that you design and address both sides, but I would highly, highly encourage you to address the emotional side of your users and your audience. That's what's going to get them to buy. Okay, and then final step number 9, is you need to launch the ad. Be sure to test all your landing page and your email sequences prior to launching your ad, okay? And so what you're going to do when you're launching your ad is you're going to select the campaign goal. That's the first thing. You know, what do you want to do? You want to send people to your website. You want to increase conversions on your website. You want to boost your Facebook posts, which in my opinion is a waste. There's ways to do that that's effective, and that's a whole different strategy that we use, something called retargeting, okay, where you boost a post that's, you know, that's like free value or a blog post or something, and then your people that actually click on it, then they get retargeted when they visit your site or they're on Facebook. You can retarget those people. Okay, that's a whole different strategy. You want to promote your Facebook page. Now that, to me, in my opinion, is a waste of money. All right, you do not need to have 1 million followers on Facebook. It really doesn't matter. You know, organic. I know there's some people teaching organic engagement on Facebook, which that is a thing. But for the most part, if you have 1 million people on that like your page, when you put something out, not even a fraction of those are going to see what you're posting, okay? So it does have some effect, but it's really minuscule, so I would never do that. I would never spend money on promoting my Facebook page to get likes, okay? Raise attendance to your event. That is something that is useful to do. I've seen some people doing that to get people to events and even into groups. And then get people to claim your offer. That's another one. That's kind of what we're talking about here. All right, so continuing on. So you want to target, you got to put your offer in front of the right people. Okay, targeting is important. You know, Facebook has more interest-based data than anyone else in the world. Okay, and thanks to the Facebook Pixel, which I mentioned earlier, which is now installed on most businesses' websites that advertise on Facebook, Facebook can actually track most of your online activity. What you purchase, what you read, what you buy, what you look at. Okay, now I want you to realize that Facebook has 1.6 billion users. Okay, there's 7 billion people on the planet. The likelihood, there's 300 million in the United States people. Okay, not everyone's on Facebook, but a good portion of the population has Facebook. Okay, so if they have Facebook and businesses are advertising and they have a pixel installed, now they can see all the things that you're buying, all your online activity. Okay, that's how the ads follow you around on Facebook. If you visited something about cats, well, then you start seeing cat ads, right? Maybe you've wondered how that works. It's the Facebook Pixel, and it's so powerful when you start to use that in your own marketing. All right. So the next slide is I'm going to go over the targeting options. All right. So targeting options explained. This is what you're going to see. This is the page you're going to see whenever you're trying to do your ad. Okay. So you're going to see custom audiences. Those are just audiences that you upload by adding a database. Like, let's say you have a big email list. You can upload a list of emails, and then it's going to create an audience based on those emails. Maybe they have Facebook accounts that's going to pull them in and add those people as the type of audience that you're targeting. Okay, your locations. So you could use email addresses, phone numbers, Facebook user IDs, app user IDs for those who have apps. And Facebook's going to match this data with as many user profiles as possible. All right, that's for custom audiences. You don't need to put something here. Don't think that you have to fill out everything here. You don't. So the next one is locations. This is huge if you have a local business. You don't want to be marketing to the whole United States if you're only trying to get local business, okay, in a certain area. All right, so you can market in multiple countries, regions, and states, and cities, and zip codes. You can designate designated market areas with location, okay? Then you have age. All right, so in age is a big one, okay? In terms of age and gender, there's a big misconception that a lot of people have that they must define their audience by these parameters. And that's actually not always true, okay? Most of the time, you'll actually hurt your campaign by making the assumption of the age and gender of your audience. You know, maybe you think that somebody in their 40s would never buy your product, and so therefore you only put 18 to 30. Well, you could be losing out on a ginormous sector of your market that you don't even realize. So when you're first starting your Facebook ads, I wouldn't even set an age, okay? Unless, you know, obviously you don't want underage people if your product is for, you know, not for underage people, but leave that stuff alone and see what happens. See what happens initially. See who's actually clicking on your ads, because you might be surprised, and a lot of times you will be surprised on who is actually interested in your offer. Same thing with the gender, is like you might think that only men are going to buy. You know, like for the Shredded Executive, which was one of the examples that I gave earlier, he found that most of his target audience that was buying his book are actually women. Okay, you would think that, you know, yeah, he's an in-shape man, but men want to be that way. But really, the women were the ones who were interested. So had he set only men, then he would have lost on a majority, like 80% of his business is from women. Okay, so don't do that to yourself, especially initially. Okay, once you've already targeted people and you're already running ads successfully, and you find out, you know, maybe it's a waste of money to market to women if it's only for men, you know, like the testosterone thing. Well, obviously you don't want to market that to women. They don't need testosterone. Okay, moving on. Language, that's super self-explanatory. What language do they speak? Okay, if you're targeting a Spanish ad to Spanish speakers, good. If you're trying to market to Spanish speakers but your ad is in Chinese, not good. All right, that's self-explanatory. All right, so detailed targeting. This box, all right, is the most powerful box on the targeting area, okay? Within that detailed targeting lies 4 different types of targeting. You have demographics, you have interests, you have behaviors, and then you have more categories. All right, so I'm going to break that down a little bit. So demographics explained. You know, you can reach people based on education, employment, household and lifestyle details. Some data is available in the U.S. only. All right, for some data. So what's their education level? What was their field of study? What school did they attend? What years were they undergrads? What's their ethnicity? You know, maybe they're African American, Asian American, Hispanic, Spanish. You know, what's their income range? Some of this data is not always fully complete because they use third-party applications and data sometimes, but this could be very valuable for you, okay? Interests. This is a huge one, all right? You can reach people based on their interest, and that's why we did the customer avatar, what books they read and what things they look at and who they follow, that type of thing. If you know that about who your target market is, then you can target them by their interests, right? And people are literally giving away everything they like on Facebook. They like this, they like that, they like this page, they like these videos. So they have so much data on interests, okay? So posts they share on their timelines, the apps they use, the pages they like. This has the most targeting options, all right? So if you start typing anything in that bar, something's gonna come up. So like if you started typing like Dobermans, you're gonna see like Dobermans, Doberman dogs, or whatever. All these different related interests that are related to the thing that you're typing in, okay? Very, very powerful. All right, so here's some main interest categories that are explained a little bit. So you got business and industry. What businesses or industries are they interested in? Maybe they're interested in advertising. Maybe they're interested in nursing or small business. Maybe they're interested in entertainment. You know, what do they do for entertainment? What games do they watch? What TV shows do they like? What movies do they watch? That kind of stuff. Family and relationships. What are their interests in regards to family and relationships? Maybe dating, maybe sexuality, maybe friendships and weddings and stuff like that. You can target people like that, okay? Fitness and wellness. Are they interested in bodybuilding? Are they interested in meditation and Zumba? What kind of food and drink do they like? What restaurants do they go to? Adult beverages, what beers, what drinks do they like? What restaurants do they visit? You know, you can get all those things from their interest in the interests, okay? Also, continuing this, hobbies and activities. What hobbies or activities do pique their interests? Maybe they like acting or pets or cars or car people. You know, maybe like shopping and fashion. Do you like men's clothing? Do they like tattoos, cosmetics, shopping boutiques? Then there's sports and outdoors. What kind of outdoor activities do they do? Are they boaters? Do they hunt? Do they like surfing? You know, what sports do they like? American football, golf, or volleyball, baseball? What do they like, right? And then what technology? You know, what do they like? Are they Apple users? Do they like computer monitors? What free software do they use? Maybe they use audio equipment or types of TVs, cell phones, all that kind of stuff. You can target them by that. All right. So the next action step before moving on, you need to use the Facebook ad checklist. Use the following Facebook ad checklist to answer these questions. Okay. And I'm going to give you a little hint. Your customer avatar will make this super easy if you did this correctly. All right. So don't do anything else. Don't continue moving on until you're done with that. All right, here is the Facebook ad checklist. Okay, so you're going to choose a campaign goal. All right, you're going to pick which one you're going to choose. All right, you're going to plan out your targeting. Who are the authority figures, thought leaders, or big brands in your niche? All right, write out those, as many as you can think of in your niche. What magazines, books do your ideal customer read, right? If you did the customer avatar, this should be easy. What kind of events would they be likely to attend? What kind of websites do they frequent, right? Get detailed. Start thinking about, start brainstorming all these things that they would look at. Where do they live? What tools do they use? And what's specifically unique about this group of people? Try to brainstorm as much as possible because this is going to help you when you're actually creating your ad and doing the targeting. Targeting is probably the most time-consuming thing, but it's also the most valuable thing. Remember, you're trying to get your message in front of the right people. All right, so we're coming to the end of this. I want to recap the 9 steps. Again, step number 1. We went over a lot of things, but I just want to go over the 9 steps, all right? You can just rewatch this training later to get the other stuff in the beginning. But these are the 9 steps. I want to outline them here. You need to define your ideal client in detail using the customer avatar sheet that I created. All right. Step number 2, you need to define your campaign goals. What is the goal for the Facebook ad with the reverse engineer worksheet that I also provide you with? Okay. Step number 3, create a lead magnet. Okay. You need to create a lead magnet that gives away free value and use the lead magnet checklist to do that. All right. Step number 4, you need to have a good setup landing page. So go ahead and set up your landing page. Make sure it's congruent with all your other stuff. All the words, all the graphics, everything needs to look congruent and consistent. All right. Step number 5, you need to set up your email marketing system, something like GetResponse. There's MailChimp, which I believe is lousy. Aweber. There's a bunch of them. I really like GetResponse. There's other ones like Infusionsoft has their own deal. They have one with ActiveCampaign. There's so many out there. My preference is GetResponse, but they're adding more features, but it's pretty good. Okay. Then you need to set up your email sequences. Have all your sequences ready for what messages are going to go out, when they're going to go out. Okay. Then you're going to create a Facebook page if you don't already have one, and then you're going to create your ad creative. Okay. We went through all these steps before we even started to create the ad creative. All right. You have to have all these other things in place before you do it if you really want to make money and use this strategy effectively. And then finally, step number 9, you're going to launch your ad and recoup all your money or most of it with a properly made self-liquidating offer and a great lead magnet. All right. Those are the 9 steps of how to do this. All right. So again, I just recapped that. And then the next steps, This was basically a training to give you a much better understanding of a winning strategy and process that you can use to employ in your business to reach your goals. Okay, there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done. And if you'd like to complete these steps outlined here and then request some additional help with this, I would love to assist you. Or maybe you want me to help you or our company to help you with creating a lead magnet or your sales funnel or whatever, you can hit us up. I sincerely hope this was truly valuable to you. Go ahead and use this stuff and grow your business. I hope this is super valuable to you guys. If you'd like to talk more about this, go ahead and visit cruciblestrategic.com/strategy session, and you can book and request a strategy session with us, and then we can go from there. All right, guys. Again, thank you guys for your time. I hope this was valuable to you. I will get you guys the PDF downloads if you guys will send me your email addresses. Thank you.